potty.
Oh, no.
Guys, tell the folks what happened to get you kicked off NEW a couple of years ago.
Well, we decided to do a cute little contest called Sex for Sam, and that was where we had couples have sex all over Manhattan.
Various landmarks, important New York landmarks like the Statue of Liberty.
They're horrified out there, Anthony.
Empire State Building.
Pretty much what we
And
had.
what they would do is go around the city and call up. They'd have spotters with them. And the spotters would call us up and say, our couple right now is having sex at the Hard Rock Cafe in Midtown Manhattan. And we'd look at the list and go, ooh, 5 points. And they would continue on to these locations. And the more popular the location, or the more risky the location, the higher the point value. And unfortunately, one of the locations on the list was a church. Just any church. Now, that could have been anything. Church's Fried Chicken, perhaps. I don't know, but all of a sudden
it was St. Patrick's Cathedral,
the couple decided to go to St. Patrick's Cathedral. You know, not that well known a church.
Yeah, right.
And from there, it was downhill for the Opie and Anthony
Don't
show.
forget about the 2-point conversion, Anthony.
How are we going to explain that?
There was a 2-point conversion.
Right.
Explain that.
You get the point value of the location itself. So a place like St. Pat's, which was very risky, was, I believe, 20 points. But, oh my God, sorry, Mom. But if they did the sexual act in an alternative fashion, it was an extra 3 points. Thank you, whoever clapped. Yeah. I know what he's talking about. I see people that are psyched and people that are completely disgusted.
Sometimes they call it the back door, John.
You don't mean
everything to
just
the
doggy
imagination.
style. We're taking
talking
another
about-
limit past that in St. Patrick's
We're always
Cathedral.
trying to find, yeah.
So I'm guessing then that when this happened that you guys knew you were in a little bit of trouble, or no?
Right away.
Right away.
You have to be a complete idiot to not think you're in trouble.
Because you guys are #1 here, you're syndicated #1.
We had markets all over the country. We were doing much too well for us to continue it. Yeah, we had to blow it up.
And you got fired by Infinity, right?
Actually,
Correct.
we got canceled. They couldn't fire us because I don't want to get into technicalities.
Did you still get paid?
Yeah, because
Yes.
the broadcast itself wasn't indecent. Go figure that one out. The way we worded everything on the air was perfectly acceptable and well within FCC guidelines. So they couldn't fire us. So they just kind of sat us on the sideline. They didn't want us going to another
So
company.
you got paid for a couple of years.
2 years.
2 years we got paid to sit down and do nothing.
It was illegal.
It sounds great at first, but these guys, months, you're just like, what do I do? You used to be maybe 18 years old. If you're out of work, you have a lot of friends around. They're not doing anything either. They're bums, you know? But when you're an adult and you're supposed to be working, you can't just call up your friends because they're working. They have jobs.
So you must have been going absolutely crazy then before you get the satellite gig, right?
Without a doubt. I spent the time playing golf with old guys. That was the only
doesn't
people
sound too
available.
much fun.
No, it sucked. It was awful. You'd think the fantasy is to, go to the beach with your friends, drink beers, hang out with hot babes, but no. The only ones available were senior citizens. and I played
Retired
golf.
guys. Yeah. Retired guys.
So did you look? I'm assuming then you regretted doing that, or is it actually taking you to a place that maybe you wanted to go and it all worked out in the end, or both?
It's kind of strange because we sat on the sidelines for 2 years. We loved doing radio, so in that regard, yeah, of course we regret it, and we know it was morally wrong. But in a strange way, it made us bigger. I mean, you wouldn't be talking to us today if we didn't have the sex in St. Pat's thing. So 22,
You ask people, do you know who Opie and Anthony are? And they'll say no, but then you go, oh, did you ever hear that sex at St. Pat's thing? Oh, yeah. The scourge of society, right.
So tell us about this satellite thing then, because I mean now
It orbits the Earth.
It orbits the Earth.
We have to
It
put space
beams
suits on.
down. There's absolutely, am I correct? No decency standards whatsoever. You can
Right.
do absolutely anything.
except for human decency.
Yeah, like human sacrifice would pretty much be frowned upon by management.
I would think so.
But language, things like that, whatever we want to discuss, adult subject matter, everything's a go. We don't have to dance around words that we used to have to, tiptoe around. We could talk about anything right up front.
And I'm assuming that you think this is the wave of the future.
It's definitely the future.
The
yes.
future is now, or the
The future is happening as we speak. We're the pioneers of satellite
We are
radio.
the innovators.
We are the guys, but yeah.
Believe it or not.
Did you see what happened yesterday with Stern, where he called in? I know you guys have a bit of a feud. Is that a fair?
Yeah, we hate each other. He's kind of a hypocrite as far as how he handled us when we worked for
same company. We both worked for Infinity Broadcasting.
What did he say about you guys?
Well, we were getting quite popular in New York, and he didn't like that too much, so he went to the bosses and he told the bosses to tell us to stop talking about him. So we had a gag order. We weren't allowed to mention Howard Stern on our show. So to see him, now yelling and screaming about, freedom of speech and all this with Michael Powell and the FCC and censorship, it's kind of a joke as far as we're concerned. But
I'm amazed the guy that pulling in about $500 million is making pretty much what amounts to prank phone calls to radio stations. Calls up, hey,
I want to hear
Michael
more
Powell,
about that, okay?
got Prince Albert in a can.